Before I start this video, I just want to give a shout out to the guy who disliked my part 4 of Hello Neighbor. I say this because I agree with you. I disliked it myself. Today I'm not going to be playing Hello Neighbor, unfortunately, or fortunately for the majority of you. No, instead of playing, I want to share my thoughts and opinions on this game because I don't have the patience or willpower to restart the act and did every single little bit of progress I did in that act all over again. Think of this as the conclusion to Hello Neighbor because I don't know if I'm going to be returning to this game or not. I've done some research and I found out that this game was actually developed by Dynamic Pixels, who are responsible for developing one other game called Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers for the mobile phone. I've never played it. Upon further research, I found out this game was published by Tiny Build Games, who are responsible for developing and or publishing games such as Punch Club, Cluster Truck, Speedrunners, and No Time to Explain, and those are just a few examples of the amazing games Tiny Build was a part of one way or another. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Tiny Build Games. However, Hello Neighbor was an unfortunate flop that was destroyed by the one thing that'll make or break a game. I'm talking about the dreaded I remember one video off the top of my head that made the advanced AI sound a lot more epic than what it really is. It's a page called Gameology, the Best of Gaming, that made a video describing what Hello Neighbor was about. They put this doomy music along with sentences like, "This game learns by your mistakes," and like they showed like really crisp looking graphics and it looked really cool in there. Like that video alone overhyped this game. If you follow Gameology on Facebook, then good luck enjoying another video game again. I could go on about that page, but this video isn't about Gameology, it's about Hello Neighbor, so let's go ahead and get back to the game. Hello Neighbor is a stealth horror game where you play as a little kid who witnessed another kid get kidnapped by your neighbor, and instead of telling anyone else about him or simply waiting for your parents to get home, you decide to go break into his house, grab the key to his basement, and investigate. There's a puzzle in every level, but they go from 0 to 100 real quick. The first puzzle isn't that hard to figure out after you put 2 and 2 together. The second puzzle is literally just retracing your steps, but the third puzzle is ridiculous. And that's not because the house looks ridiculous. You have to find out how to get the valve, flip the switches, connect the valve to pipes, drain the shark tank in his house, get the shovel, dig up the key, use the key to get the dollhouse, which unlocks more pipes you have to connect to the valve to. Just God, it's really annoying since there's no hints to give you any direction on what to do. It doesn't have to be a big one. Just maybe the kid having thoughts like, maybe I could use this. Or, don't jump down into this pit because there's a stupid jumping puzzle you have to do to get out. The jumping is the bane of my existence. It's very stiff and he doesn't jump high at all, but yet he can run around the neighbor's house in 5 seconds and climb a ladder in 1. It doesn't help that you can slide off stuff easily as well. It's kind of like everything is covered in grease, but then again, I wouldn't doubt it since this guy lays traps everywhere in order to stop you from reaching your goal, such as cameras, which let him know exactly where you're at, seeing through walls, which isn't part of the design, it's really just a glitch, but it happens. Not like it matters anyway. He has spidey senses, and even if you're up high, like 20 stories, then he can still see you. It doesn't matter. He also sets down bear traps, which is a bit extreme, to be frank. I don't know where this takes place at. Probably some fictional world, and that's fine. But if this was America, there'd be a very easy solution to this. Get the fuck out of my house, you little shit! But obviously, that would be too easy, and there would be no game. Just Still trying to wonder if that'd be a good thing or a bad thing. I also don't know why he can't just hit the window with whatever object he has. He clearly has the strength to break it. Why doesn't he just punch it? If a pillow can break a window, then I think he could flick the window and break it. Speaking of throwing, the interaction controls can be confusing at first. Holding the right bumper picks stuff up, but pressing LB interacts with stuff. Or is it RB interacts and LB pick? I don't even know. I literally don't know the controls to this game. It's a real peeve of mine, to be honest, because I have to constantly remember which one is next. Or I'd say more like the controls aren't that easy to remember, and they don't really have a flow either, because I don't know if they're just delayed or if I'm pressing the right button. I don't know, and I know the controls could have been different, because X, Y, and B don't do anything. The AI only gets smart in the third level because nothing really changes in the first level and he's not in the second level. And even then, he's really not that smart. He just knows where you're at because of the cameras. And this is the reason why I know this. Despite this review, the game actually is pretty intense and scary at times. The basement level is pretty scary. You feel like there's something down there with you, which can really mess with your mind. That's it. Really, no, I'm serious. That's it. That's all I can give it credit for. I just don't feel like it was finished. I believe there could have been a lot more work done before its release. I believe this game could be redeemable with updates, which is lazy, but at least it'll make a better game in the long run. Just look at EA with Star Wars Battlefront. I hated Star Wars Battlefront, the first one, when it came out. I hate the second one, but the first one I was so upset. But through updates, I actually play the game on a regular basis. So the game can be good. That's pretty much the entire video, although I do have some closing questions. Why aren't the other residents in the area suspicious of a giant fence and him jumping through his own windows? I'm pretty sure this is illegal. In the third level, how does the smart AI work after it catches me? Is he like throwing me back down into the cellar and I'm just escaping again and he just knows where I'm going to go, or what? I don't know how that works. Well, this is pretty much the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think about Hello Neighbor in the comment section below. If you have any requests for a game that you'd want me to review, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I pretty much hate all games anyway, so chances are it'll just be me being a sourpuss like I normally am all the time. But anyway, thank you guys again, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you guys later.